How much do you like being nagged, bothered, rushed, hurried? Do you appreciate those things? I sure don't. I don't know anybody who does. So why would we think it's a good idea to try and sell ourselves that way?
Don't drag your heels and tell me you're running. Don't run me around and say I'm a square. Don't serve me dirt and say it's delicious. Just do better. Just do better.
I'm Kevin Bulmer. This is Be Real, Do Better, the small business marketing show, here to support what will probably be a select few entrepreneurs and people to small to mid-sized businesses that are truly intent upon setting themselves apart in an authentic and sustainable way. Now, why would that be a small group? It's because most of us are too busy copycatting what everybody else is doing and saying and showing what we think advertising and marketing outreach is supposed to sound and look like. And so you end up getting stuff like what I'm going to talk about today. Urgency. You can spot this right away. Scarcity's close cousin. Urgency shows up in words and phrases like hurry, don't miss out, one of my favorites, rush, for a limited time. Anybody advertising early bird tickets, early bird discounts, hurry, don't miss out. This is urgency. And more often than not, it's not necessary. And if you think about it, this is on the Be Real part of Be Real, Do Better. If you're just real about it, you'll see who the urgency is actually about and who benefits from the urgency. But I'm getting ahead of myself just a little bit. I want to ask you if your life is anything at all similar to mine. Because again, never mind systems, strategies, data, analytics, buzzwords, trends, whatever that might. Let's just talk to each other like human beings here for a second. So for instance, I have 2 sons. I have a business that I'm running. I have household chores. And then you have all these other things that just sort of come up through the natural course of a life. Things that friends throw at you. Things that work throws at you. Things that family throw at you. And just when you think things are going along fine, then there are made-up holidays that you've got to go and buy cards and trinkets and things for. And I'm not trying to be the Grinch here, but there are things that pop up. Like a sort of ongoing game of social whack-a-mole that just when you think you're on top of things, oh, you got to go and buy a gift for this, or oh, you got to go and buy a card for that, or oh, don't forget that this is coming up, or did you get your license renewed, or did you get your taxes in, or do you have the trip planned, or even all the, like life it takes a lot of work. It's busy. It fills up fast. And maybe it's just me. Feel free to comment and tell me if your life is so fundamentally different from mine. But I find that pretty much when I wake up in the morning, most of the day, if not more than I can possibly fit inside the available time I have in the day that's to come, is already spoken for. And I always feel at least a little bit like I'm running behind where I think I should be. I can't remember the last time that I got to the end of a day and I thought, wow, I got everything done I wanted to. I'm completely caught up. I am right on top of this. I don't feel like that much. More often than not, I feel like I'm always just kind of hanging on for dear life and trying to move on to the next thing and make sure all my responsibilities are taken care of. Now, does that sound completely alien to you? If it does, maybe turn this off now because that's the context that I'm coming at this episode with. But given that context and how life just is, the last thing that I want to hear from you or any advertiser is to tell me to hurry or to tell me to rush. Or when you say don't miss out, I don't feel like I'm missing out. I've just told you I've got more than enough going on in my life. When you tell me to hurry, my blood pressure goes up and I'm a lot less likely to listen or read to what you have to say. Now again, maybe that's just me, but I listen to particularly a lot of radio ads because I've got a background in radio on the air, is how I started my career. And in more recent years, I worked with a lot of businesses on their radio and digital marketing campaigns. And so recently I've been listening to a lot of radio commercials, and one group of commercials caught my ear about a week ago from the time that I'm recording this. There were 6 commercials, all 30 seconds in length, back to back to back in a group of 6. 3 of them, 50% of that group, all were telling me to hurry, or they were saying to rush. Most of them used the same phrase in the same commercial. Rush, hurry, for a limited time. What were they advertising? Cars, dream home lottery tickets, community lottery. There seems to be a lot of lottery type stuff. Where early bird deadlines, tickets to events, and things like that. These advertisers are trying to tell me that I'm going to be missing out. Somehow my life is going to be less if I don't drop what I'm doing now. If I don't hurry, if I don't put what they're selling as a higher priority than what I've already got planned in my day, the things that I already need to take care of. Hurry! Don't miss out. 3 out of the 6 commercials in that one, what we would call in the radio terms, stop set or spot set, were all telling me the same things. Now, as I look on my social media feeds and whatever I see in television, if you start looking for this, you're going to hear it and see it everywhere. Urgency. I want to ask you, honestly, who is that about? So let me put myself in the advertiser's position, because, trust me, I've done this more than I care to admit. And I'll be the first to admit why I would do that. So let me explain. Let's suppose I'm running an event, and I want to try to get you to buy tickets. And I set an early bird price deadline where there's going to be a cut rate for the tickets. If you buy by a certain date, an advance ticket, you're going to pay a lower price than you will if you buy the day before that event or right at the door. Follow me so far? I bet you do, because you see this all the time. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? If there was demand in the event that I had, which I'm just using as the example, would I need to offer a discount ticket to begin with? And once I've offered the discount ticket, when I'm telling you to hurry to get it, when I'm actually doing a countdown, and here's some tough love from some people that I know and love a lot, that fill my social media feeds with, only 4 days left to get your early bird. Only 3 days. You only have so many hours to buy. And my eyes roll back in my head, and I scroll past those posts as fast as I can, because do you know who that's about? It's about them. If I'm the advertiser telling you to hurry, who really benefits from that? Me, the advertiser. Why do I want to get you to hurry? I've deluded myself as the advertiser to think that you're going to be better off by buying from me and doing it today. And maybe that's period. If that's just hurry, rush, don't miss out. Buy my thing, buy my service, buy my ticket. And everything in your life is going to be made better. Really? Really? Is that really what you believe? Or is this more likely to be true? I want you to hurry and do it because I want you to buy what I'm selling. Now I'm jumping between roles of being the advertiser or the potential customer or the buyer here for a second. But just think about this. Put yourself in the position. If you're watching or listening to a show like this, you've probably got some business that you're marketing, a creative project, an organization, you're doing some sort of outreach. So you put an offer out there that you want somebody to take up. You want them to buy from you, look into your offering further, get involved with your organization, whatever it is that might be. And your message is hurry, rush, don't miss out. Why? Why? And who does that really benefit? Because I would suggest that's about the advertiser more than it is about the customer, or the potential customer, the listener, or the viewer, or the social media scroller, or whatever that might be. And if as the advertiser you really have got yourself thinking so much that, you know what? These people, they really need to buy this early bird ticket, because if they don't, their life is going to somehow be less. Yeah, come on. This is back to where the name of the show is. Be real. Really? No. Who wants that transaction to happen is you, the advertiser. Let me put it to you another way to wrap this up. Here's a rule. If there is truly a need for urgency, like on the part of whoever's attention you're trying to get, if there really is a need for urgency on their part, you won't need to say so. Let me say that again and just see if this sinks in. If there really, truly is a need for urgency, a need to act, you won't have to say so. They'll already know. Things that sell out automatic like that don't have to run these call to action campaigns and early bird tickets, because the tickets are already sold. People are already lined up. You don't need to say so. But the flip side of that is, and here's a little bit of tough love, and I got to take this pill as well, because trust me, I've done this more times than I care to admit. I used to run a stock car racetrack. I used to run an event management company. I do workshops. I'm selling events a lot with the speaking and coaching that I'm doing. And now I have to hold myself back from going, oh, there's limited seating available. Yeah, of course there's limited seating available. Because if there was a huge amount of appetite for what I was selling, I'd have to go get a big auditorium for my workshop, not a tiny little room. So it's the temptation, because it's what we see all the time, that I feel like going like, buy your ticket now, don't miss out, register. Yeah, you know what? If somebody perceives that there's value there, they will. And once the demand has been created and it outweighs the supply, that will take care of any urgency problems. But so here's the flip side to the rule, where the rule being, again, just to restate it, if there truly is a need for urgency, you won't have to say so. The flip side and the tough love for people like you and me that are out there with our marketing and our advertising and our outreach, if you feel you need to say so, then there's no real need for urgency. Or there is no urgency. If you have to say it, there's no need for it. It's about you. Think about that. This seems pretty obvious when you tear it down. But now that you've gone this far, either listening or watching into this episode, what I'd like you to do to take away from this is pay a little bit more attention to the text that you see in social media ads, to the way radio commercials sound, to what you see in the print ads that you see, or maybe outdoor billboards, outdoor signage, television commercials and things like that, and see how much urgency is being lumped onto you. Phrases like hurry, rush, don't miss out, early bird, deadline, for a limited time, things like that. I don't know about you. I don't want to be rushed. That doesn't work for me. I'm not hearing you. I tune you out as soon as I get any inkling of that, because I don't want to be nagged. Do something better for me. To give me a reason why I should care. Tell me how you're going to solve one of my problems. Give me some kind of indication about how you'd be adding value to my life. Because if you're just going to nag at me and scream urgency and stop what you're doing and come and get my stuff, I'm just not only going to turn you off, I'm probably going to have a negative opinion of you as well. So the takeaway, look and listen for that. Ask yourself how you feel about it. And then look and listen honestly to your own outreach, the way you're writing social media posts, the way you advertise your events, your businesses, or put in your advertising or your outreach. How much urgency is in there? And when you see it, can you be honest with yourself? Is that really something that somebody needs to stop their lives, put everything else on hold for, and come and get your thing? If it is, show me what thing you've got, because I want to see what it is about what's so urgent that I've got to rush and get to it right away. Have a look, see what you think, let me know, leave it in the comments. I do hope that this helps. And if you want some more help, visit me at BeRealDoBetter.com. All one word, BeRealDoBetter.com. Once you're there, you can sign up to get my marketing help email updates. When you do that, you'll get access to my free guide, which is called Better Marketing Results in 3, 2, 1, Go. 3 things to stop doing, 2 things to start, 1 magic measurement to see that you're on the right track, and the 1 thing that needs to go in order for any of that to happen. The one thing that needs to go is fear. And the reason why we keep using phrases like hurry and don't miss out and rush and for a limited time is because we hear and see everybody else doing it, so we think that we must have to do that too. And if we don't, we'll stick out. And we're afraid to do that, which is kind of ironic, isn't it? Because that's the point of marketing and advertising in the first place, is to show why we are unique. Also at BeRealDoBetter.com, there's a link to a video where you can learn more about my 4 essentials of effective small business marketing, and also how to get a personalized marketing assessment from me. All of that, including links to subscribe to the show on YouTube or iTunes, can be found at BeRealDoBetter.com. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I do hope this is helpful. If so, make sure to subscribe. I'm Kevin Bulmer, reminding you to just be yourself and keep growing.